Hi everyone, welcome to our latest video. We've got a mid-imperial Roman game playing today. We're over at Chris's house on his magnificent terrain board. I think he's just about to rip it up and create a new one. So this was the last opportunity, and this is the Battle of Misiche. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but this is the Emperor Gordian advancing to take on the Sassanid Persians. So what we've got on the table at the moment is the Emperor's forces marching up the Euphrates River Valley towards Ctesiphon, if that's pronounced rightly, the Sassanid capital. And what we've got here is four Roman divisions. We've got a light cavalry screen here, a unit of camel cavalry, some Roman light cavalry and more light cavalry behind the trees, and a skirmisher screen from the main Roman heavy infantry division. We've got 2 units of legionaries with those red shields, they're veterans, and 2 units of legionaries with their blue shields here, and a unit of Palestinian clubmen. Gotta love the Palestinian clubmen. These figures are all a mixture of Aventine and A&A, mainly A&A. They're really great figures and do lovely ones for the mid-imperial period, which I really enjoy. We've got a mixture of equipment on the Roman legionaries, scale armour, segmented armour, chainmail, and a mixture of arms and shields as well. Still some scutons in action, but as well as the move to more oval shields and a move away from pylon to more spear-equipped units. We've got some Roman auxiliaries coming up through the woods here in march column. The Roman baggage train in the centre, and a small Palmyran division in the rear here, with some auxiliaries, some Palmyran archers, skirmishers and more camels. And then finally the Roman reserve, 2 units of heavy cavalry and some horse archers. As you can see, there is no opponents on the table yet, as they're being ambushed by the Persians. So you might see in the woods we've got some counters down here. Well, there we go. And some more scattered around the table. They're the Sassanid forces waiting in ambush to have a go against the Romans. Alright, I'll come back with a video later on today. I'll give you a view on how the game's going, and we'll take some photographs in the meantime. So hopefully you enjoy this short video, and just wishing everyone a great Christmas. We're just hearing all the latest COVID news as I'm recording this, so looks like we've got a tough time ahead, but rest assured, I put my orders into Perry and onto eBay for some more plastic Russians, so I'm filling up the stocks, and hopefully we can put some videos up of painting progress, and hopefully me and Charlie will carry on doing gaming, and we'll keep providing videos for you as more and more of us work at home through these tough times ahead. Anyway, still we're looking forward to Christmas. I've got all my family at home, so that'll be good. Alright, cheers everyone, and back in a minute with another update. Okay, so we're at the end of term. We're at the end of term 1, and Charlie's just dropped a plastic box on the ground. And you can see that things have moved on a bit. So the Sassanids have deployed their blocking force onto the table behind this ridge, as the Roman light cavalry skirmishers revealed them. The Roman heavy infantry in the centre has started to face outwards against the various threats that are emerging from the Sassanids. Down on the river line, we've got some Sassanid horse archers starting to put pressure on the Roman line, and we've still got some units down here. In the rear, the Parthians are not active very much at the moment, and the horse archers and some Clinabari heavy cavalry are moving up against the Roman left flank. Alright, that's it. That's the end of turn 1. Okay, so here we are in turn 2. So Charlie has deployed his Sassanid blocking force to strengthen the line, and he's got some elephants going on a flank march. Down here, archery fire or javelin fire, can't remember which, from the Romans have driven a couple of the Sassanid elephants off. And Chris has moved his Palestinian clubmen up to hold that ridge and face off against 6 units of Sassanids. So that could be a tough proposition. Over here, The Sassanid light cavalry units and Clinabari have pushed the Roman light cavalry back, and the Roman formations are redeploying to face off against that threat. And down here we see a continued exchange from the horse archers against the legionary line. At the rear of the Roman column, Ken's forces are now starting to deploy, as we can see the Sassanid heavy cavalry starting to appear on the table as a threat against this flank. That's where we are at the end of turn 2. Back in a bit. So a good turn for the Romans. At the end of turn 3, the Palestinian clubmen, despite being outflanked, have thrown back this attack by all of these Sassanid units going up against the ridgeline. So they've pushed them back. And the Roman javelin-armed light cavalry have sufficiently turned these elephants into pincushions to push them back again. On the centre ground, the Sassanids continue to pose a threat, and the Roman units have pulled back in the face of that threat, and the Palmyrian division with some Syrian archers have turned to face, and they have driven off one of the units of Sassanid heavy cavalry. So all still to play for. There we are at the end of turn 3. Sassanids go next.
The camel herders gave them a kicking. And
yeah, the camels have successfully driven off the Sassanid heavy cavalry here with massed archery fire from these various different units. The Sassanids did succeed in breaking a Palmyrian auxiliary unit that was guarding the baggage, but have been driven off. In the centre, the Sassanid heavy cavalry hasn't been able to charge in, and on this flank the Romans are starting to push against the Sassanid blocking force and have driven them back off the ridgeline and disordered their heavy infantry. And this fabulous unit of Roman camel cavalry has succeeded in driving away the Sassanid skirmishers back towards the river. So there we are at the end of turn 4. We'll move on and do turn 5. All right, we've called it here. So Charles met his victory conditions and prevented the Roman army from breaking through to Ctesiphon, and his covering force here remained intact. Chris and the main bulk of the Roman army got to a good position to threaten a breakthrough, but didn't quite have enough time to pull it off. In the centre, the arrival of the Sassanid cataphracts has proved decisive. Although the Romans have caused very heavy casualties against them, this Roman force left in the centre is pinned, facing in 2 directions, and a lot of the units are disordered, which means that the Persians will undoubtedly continue to push and probably break through the centre part of the Roman army. Whereas finally Philip, the Arab, Ken, has done remarkably well in achieving his victory conditions. His army is still pretty much intact. He lost 1 unit. He's been really successful in driving these 3 units of cataphracts back repeatedly with his bow fire, and after all, one of his objectives was to secure the purple in the future and become emperor, and that only succeeded if Gordium was captured, and it looks like he's pulled that one off. Congratulations to Ken, and thanks to everyone for a great day.